Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Young and Wifed Up. I'm Gabby.
And this is Marcella.
And thank you for joining us today for another episode.
Before we get into today's topic, I want to quickly talk about Covenant Eyes. Covenant Eyes is an online accountability program to help monitor and protect with online safety for all of your devices. I think we've talked about before, it works for pretty much everything except for Chromebook, which is really weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Out of all the things, for some reason, Chromebook. And you can have accountability partners. If somebody in your life is struggling with accountability with online stuff, this is a great program to use. If you have kids who have devices, put on their devices.
Absolute must.
yes, totally. And even just for regular accountability purposes, nobody's immune from things popping up on our feed, getting sucked into stuff that we don't want to be sucked into. And so this is a great way to have people who are looking at our online activity. How the programming works is it takes a screenshot periodically of what you're looking at on your device and sends it to your accountability partner. That way, if they see anything kind of fishy or kind of weird, they can talk to you about it privately and make sure everything's good and everything's okay.
Make a plan.
Yeah, make a plan if things are, going wrong with online activity and that sort of stuff. So it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So far, we know a lot of people, us included, that love what they're doing. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, they're the OGs.
So, yeah, they have a lot of credibility for being an accountability software for online use. So definitely check that out. We have a link on our website at youngandwifedup.com, and you get it's the first month free.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first month free trial. I always forget what the perks are for each one. We have so many different vendors and stuff like that. So for Covenant Eyes, you get a 1 month free trial. Essentially, you can test it to see if it works well with your device, and if it's something that you want to continue, then you can pay for a subscription after that. But you can only get that 1 month free through our link. So make sure you head to our website and check that out.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcella. Okay, guys, last week I was talking to you guys about viewing our vocation as homemakers as a lifelong rewarding career. And today I'm going to talk specifically about how I've been able to apply that just this past summer. I've been kind of teasing it here and there that I've been doing a new home management system, and it's not new. It's just newer to me.
Yeah.
It's been around for many, many years, and it is Merla Siley, I think I said her name right.
Oh, I don't know.
Is the one that originated it, and she just made this blogging website called The Fly Lady, and on the website, it was like all of the home management stuff that she had been implementing, that she had been testing, and thousands and thousands of women have been using her method and tweaking it to make it their own. And I have been loving it. So today I'm going to talk to you about that. So excuse me while I look at my notes. Okay, so if you guys don't already follow my homemaking account on Instagram, it's at Low Waste Homemaker, and that's where I've been sharing my journey over the summer of learning the Fly Lady cleaning method. I have a highlight that kind of does an introduction and has a bunch of resources, but I will also link those resources in our Patreon account. Okay, so before I get into the details of the method, there are a few resources I want to recommend and some that I don't recommend. So again, I'll add all of those links. The first one I want to recommend is The Secret Slob. This YouTube channel is incredible. There's tons of playlists that you can check out. My favorite one is How to Begin the Fly Lady Method, and it has tons of videos. It's this one woman who is a mother of many children that was in different stages of her life using the Fly Lady method. So she used it during postpartum with a new baby. She used it when she only had one child and when she had multiple children. She used it when she was only working part-time, when she was working full-time outside of the home with children. And now she's full stay-at-home mom with multiple children. And she has used the same method for every single situation in her life. And so she has tons of resources. She's been doing it for several years. And so she's just a wealth of knowledge. And I honestly really I know that there's a lot of Fly Lady content creators out there, but I prefer her. Like, one of my girlfriends said that she yells a lot or something, and she doesn't like her vibe. But like, I don't mind like her. She talks like really loud, and like, she's just very animated. So if like you need somebody more calm, chill, then I recommend to start with the Chaos Cure book, and I was able to listen to mine on Audible, and you can buy it or whatever, and that is straight from the source by Marla Siley, and she lays out all of the Fly Lady method and has like cute little stories and tidbits, and it's just really encouraging and motivating. It was a very fun book to listen to, and it just makes you excited to start. So the two things that I don't recommend are actually referring to Marla Siley's content. The first thing is her website. Her website is a mess. You can look at it and go on it.
I've gone on it.
If you want to be angry, if you want to be overwhelmed. And I wish somebody would just help her, because it looks like it was made like in the early 2000s or something, and it was never updated.
It's so crazy. Like, she hasn't thought to give it a facelift.
I don't know.
Like, she probably has so much foot traffic going through her site on a daily basis.
Yes.
It's like,
and it's not optimized for mobile.
No,
it's not mobile
so
friendly.
Not user friendly. It's so
terrible.
bad.
So don't go there. I mean, you can, but like, I don't recommend it. The second thing I don't recommend is if you happen to end up on her website, do not sign up for the emails. They're just ads for their cleaning products that she sells, which, I mean, girl got to hustle. So no shame in the game, you know? She started selling and creating cleaning products.
But if you like your own cleaning products, you don't need to.
Don't. Yeah. And like, and it's like, I'm not getting like 3 to 4 emails a day. So I made that mistake. Don't do it. I need to still unsubscribe. I just been swiping to delete. So anyway, those are the things I don't recommend. I also am going to link my control journal, which I'll talk a little bit later about. I'm going to link that in our show notes. Okay, so what exactly is the Fly Lady method? It is a set of sustainable daily, weekly, and monthly routines to aid you in home management. The routines include zone cleaning, dishes, laundry, and a helpful reminder for self-care. The daily routines include a 15 to 20 minute morning routine, a 15-minute zone clean, and
What's a zone?
I'll get to it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's okay. And a 15-minute night routine. So your overall home like cleaning day is going to include not even an hour of work, except for Friday, which I'm going to get to. So the morning routine, which is roughly between 15 to 20 minutes, I time myself today so that I can tell you guys 15 minutes flat.
Wow.
And that doesn't include taking your load of laundry out, because so a part of your morning routine, she recommends doing 1 load of laundry every day. The only day that I don't do a load of laundry is on Sunday. Empty the dishwasher from the night before. Get dressed, which that changes for me every day. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I try to get out of my pajamas at the very least after breakfast. So sometimes I'm doing my morning routine in my pajamas. Sometimes I'm already out, depending on what my day looks like. And then she also recommends a swish and swipe of your bathroom, which means you're just wiping down your bathroom sinks really quick and maybe your toilet. I decided not to do that. I'm swishing and swiping my kitchen instead, because my kitchen gets dirtier faster. And it's just I just take one of my reusable cleaning wipes and I just swoosh, like not even a minute. And then organizing your day on your control journal. So a control journal is essentially your game plan. It has your tasks for the day. People have made cute little ones on Etsy. I bought a template on Etsy to use on my iPad. I've seen people that made their own. One of our good friends, Megan, has made her own Fly Lady control journal, and it's so cute and beautiful. And I told her she should totally sell
Megan,
it.
are you going to sell that?
Or you can just simply have a notebook and a pen and just do it
the
old-fashioned way.
That's more my vibe.
Yeah, which is Marcella's vibe.
Yeah.
But I personally like to do I have everything on my iPad, so it's easier for me to put little stickers on it and make it all cute. Okay, so that's your morning routine. What is a zone clean? So it is recommended that you have 5 zones. So 5 zones are 5 areas of your house. You do 1 zone each week and you stay in that zone throughout the entire week. So you can use the recommended ones that she recommends, or you can adapt it to your own home. So my zones 1 through 5 are living room, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, and office. And again, if you have multiple bedrooms, then it'll be bedrooms, bathrooms. So like we have 2 bathrooms. So when I'm in that week of zone cleaning, I'm in
on both
bathrooms. Yes. So each month you will revisit each zone. So if there's 5 weeks in a month, which you don't have to start in the first week of the month, but just kind of for your reference, you'll be spending each week you'll be in a different zone, but then the next month you'll be back in the same zone. As you learn your home and tasks, you will have a list to kind of complete for that zone. So you can kind of, again, you can use the recommended lists that people have made, or you can make your own. I kind of did a variation of both. The first clean that you do in a zone is definitely a scrub, especially if you haven't visited behind your toilet in a while, or your baseboards, or or your oven, the things
getting all the grime
exactly. But after the scrub, every month after that, it's just a swipe, and that's the blessing of the zone cleaning. Okay, night routine, which again, 15 minutes, super short. I probably do less than 15 minutes. It's recommended you load your dishwasher from the day. We load our dishwasher throughout the day, so it's not as big of a task at night, and my husband helps me with that. Shining your sink, it's just wiping down your sink, kind of closing your kitchen like what you do.
Yeah.
And then doing a 2-minute hotspot, which includes finding a random area in your house, putting a timer on for 2 minutes, and just quickly cleaning it or organizing it. And you guys would not believe the things that I've gotten done in 2 minutes that I had been procrastinating, like rearranging my entire utensil drawer, 2 minutes. My junk drawer, it took 2 minutes over like a period of 3 days. So like sometimes I'll be in the same like hotspot the whole week.
So is like a hotspot more like where clutter usually ends up building up or like?
And sometimes it'll be like something that I've been really avoiding for a long time. Or like some people have a place where they're constantly throwing mail and keys and junk, and we don't have that area of our house, so I just pick a random place that I've been kind of avoiding.
That needs to be reorganized or something,
And that, again, set a timer for 2 minutes. And then folding and putting away laundry. I hang all my clothes, so I'll just take them off the hangers or keep them on, and then I'll fold them, and it's a night. And she recommends also to do some self-care at night, brush your teeth, wash your face, and take the basics. It's just a good reminder, especially if you're a busy mom and you're a busy wife, and sometimes you need a reminder, wash your face, girl. But don't read Rachel Hollis's book. Anyway, okay, moving on to weekly routines. So this is something that you do once a week, and this is not something that I do. So it's totally optional. I don't personally do them, but each day can have a focus that you do once a week. So admin day once a week, an errand day once a week, car and purse organization day. So if you do spend most of your day at home, and you're like, man, I have all this extra time, might as well organize your purse. And it's going to happen every Wednesday. So when I first started doing Fly Lady, I tried doing the focus days once a week, but I can't, especially since I started going back to work. It's just not happening for me. I do still have an admin day, but it's every random day of the week. It's just a day that I know that I don't have a lot going on.
Have a little bit more time.
And then I, answer emails and cash checks and stuff like that. Okay, so that's something that you do once a week. Also, something you do once a week is something called a home blessing. And this includes 6 tasks, and you do 10 minutes for each task, which is recommended. They recommend to do Mondays because the start of your week, it gets you a good base for your week, for your zone cleaning and your routines. I do Fridays because I want a good, beautiful, clean home for my weekend so we can relax. So that's my recommendation, switching it from Mondays to Fridays. And again, it could be any day of the week. It doesn't have to be any of those days. You can change anything on the Fly Lady method. It's completely adaptable to your schedule. You do not zone clean on the day you do your home blessing. Your home blessing is like your power hour, or it's you do a general clean of your home. What I do 6 tasks. I wash my sheets or my comforter. I kind of rotate between what I do. I wash a bed thing from my bed. And then I mop, I sweep and vacuum. I wash my mirrors, and I take all my bathroom trashes out. I always remind Ryan to get the mail on Fridays. I have that on my little task, remind Ryan to get the mail. And then, what's the last thing I do? I can't remember. Oh, I wipe down surfaces. And I set a 10-minute timer for each task. And like taking out the bathroom trashes doesn't take 10 minutes. So it ends up being less than an hour, but I allocate for myself an hour. Now, sometimes I do a straight hour. Like today, I was feeling good this morning and I wanted to get my home blessing done in the morning. And I powered through it in 1 hour and I just listened to a good book. But most of the time when I do a home blessing, I kind of spread it out throughout the day, especially if you have small kids or a busy day ahead. I would recommend doing your home blessing if you're going to do it on a day that there's not a lot going on because it is a longer cleaning session.
Yeah.
But if you do have to break it up because, you know, you have kids and you need to, you know, or you're cooking and you have to kind of break it up, I break it up because if I'm not feeling well that day, it'll help my inflammation to kind of take breaks in between. Then you can just kind of disperse the tasks and take breaks in between each task.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the home blessing. And I really have been enjoying doing that because it gives me a good baseline for the weekend. The house is beautiful and clean. I did my zone clean for the week and I did my home blessing. And then Saturday and Sunday, I do the bare minimum cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the home blessing. That's something that you do once a week. So let me talk to you guys about why I like it. Obviously, I can't in a short episode talk about every single detail of the Fly Lady method. I would love if you guys go check out The Secret Slob. She has so much good stuff to say. And also, you can just text me. I've had a couple friends text me and ask me questions like, how do you do this and how do you do that? And, oh, do you do this method? I don't think I like how she does that. And I'll tell them how I changed and adapted it. But the reason I like this method compared to other methods that I've tried or different routines or schedules that I've tried. The method was invented to work with almost everybody's schedules and lifestyles, which I really appreciate. If I can keep this up throughout every season of life that I'm in, then that would be amazing. Of course, like you'll want variety, I'm sure. Like even in the last 3 months I've been doing this, I've changed and adapted things like almost every month of like, okay, that didn't work. Like, I'm going to try this now. Or this month, I really want to focus on this.
Even season to season, you may need different tasks done.
And so it's completely adaptable and flexible. You can decide, I really like the idea of the zone cleaning days. I'm just going to do that and throw out the rest. Or I really like the idea of doing a home blessing, a power hour where I do an hour of going over everything in the home, and all I want to do is that. I just wanted to encourage you guys that this is like, I'm not doing everything that the Fly Lady recommends, but the basic routines, the morning routine, I love it. It's dependable and it's something that I can add and do before breakfast, and then like I have a peace of mind. The dishes are put away, ready for me to cook. You know what I mean? And I've been loving the zone cleaning. So there's a few things that I don't do, but again, I'm really enjoying this because it is adaptable and it is flexible. Also, you're cleaning for less time, but there's more consistency. So the overall cleanliness of your home is so much better. Like I was on this like vicious cycle, especially because when I would have a flare up with my health, it would be I'm not cleaning for 2 weeks and then I'm binge cleaning for like several days. And then the same thing will happen again, and again. And the overall cleanliness of my home wasn't really improving. It would be clean for a few days, but then it would get dirty again because we live here. Yeah. You know, so
it's supposed to get dirty.
Exactly. So having the consistency of knowing I'm going to wipe the counters every single morning, it's barely a wipe. Like I wipe one area of the counter now instead of the whole thing. You know what I mean? And so it is less time cleaning. Again, like if you calculate all the times that you're cleaning with the Fly Lady method, you're only doing about 45 minutes of cleaning the whole day. Yeah. That leaves so much room for all the other activities that you want and have planned. So if I miss a day, I don't sweat it. Tomorrow will come, or the next month I'll be in that zone again. Like last month, the week that I was supposed to be in the office, I was not feeling well at all. I threw all the zone cleaning out the window that week. All I did was my morning and evening routines. And you know what? I don't sweat it because this month I'm going to be back in the office and I know that I'm going to be back here. And so it helps the anxiety or the guilt of like, oh, I wasn't able to do that day.
That was my only chance.
Exactly.
To do this one specific thing.
You know what? Next month I'm going to be back in the office and it's going to be great. And I'm going to be able to get those detailed cleans that I'd like to do. Okay, and it also gives me, like I said, the ability to spend the rest of my day to cook meals, to tackle projects, to go to work, to spend time with Ryan, run errands if you have children, to homeschool, to be outside with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it leaves your whole day is not spent on your knees scrubbing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's overall, your house is going to be cleaner. You're going to be cleaning less time in the day, but more consistently so that you have the
It
day
builds up over time.
you have the day to bake your bread and
Mm-hmm.
to, you know what I mean, to do the things, the homemaking arts, the
Mm-hmm.
things that you want to master, the canning, the making bread, the like I really enjoy making cleaning products. Like I spend more time doing the things that my favorite parts about homemaking than I do the things that I'm like, oh,
and
I
it's
hate
not-
scrubbing the toilets.
Yeah, and it's
you
not
know?
because the cleaning isn't happening at all. Like it
Yeah,
is happening.
it is
It's just
happening.
not for hours and hours every single day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it has brought me a lot more joy in homemaking. It's helped me to be more consistent, and it has truly made our house cleaner, which is the most shocking thing. I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, 15 minutes zone clean. What can I get done in 15 minutes? You would be surprised if you have 15 minutes of focus. And I know if you have little kids, you might not have like 15 minutes in a row, but if you're able,
7 minutes here,
Yeah.
8 minutes there.
being able to get that done,
Yeah.
you know, it's like you could check it off your list for that day, and it's
Yeah.
just so rewarding. You
Yeah.
get that dopamine hit, and you're like, man, now I'm ready to tackle the rest of my day. So anyway, that's all I got.
I'm gonna have to check out the Chaos Cure because
It was so
that sounds
helpful.
very intriguing to me.
Yeah, it's very cute, and it's very upbeat.
Cool.
All right, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us today, and thank you to our patrons. If you guys want to check out exclusive content, bonus episodes, all of the links that I just talked about today, head to our Patreon account and become a patron.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.